Hello, children. Today we are going to discuss Chapter 15, Some Natural Phenomena. As you know, that storms and cyclones cause a lot of damage to human life and property. So, in this chapter, we shall discuss two destructive natural phenomena, that is, lightning and earthquake. Children, sometimes we notice flashes of light all over the sky during rain and thunderstorms. This natural phenomena is called lightning. So, lightning is an electric spark but on a huge scale. It mainly occurs because of the massive electric charge flowing from clouds from one part of cloud to another or from a cloud to the ground. Now, charging by rubbing. Children, when you rub any two substances together, they they acquire electric charges on them. So, an object having electric charge on it is called a charged object. It has been found by experiments that there are two kinds of electric charges, positive and negative. Electric charge on a glass rod when it is rubbed with a silk cloth is considered positive, whereas the electric charge on an ebonite rod when rubbed with fur or wool is considered negative. And these charges were first of all discovered by Benjamin Franklin. Also, he said that like charges repel and unlike charges attract each other. Next is repulsion is a sure test of electrification. Children, to test whether an object is charged or not, bring a positively charged and a negatively charged object together near the object to be tested one by one. If it is attracted by both, it is not charged. Second, if it is repelled by positively charged object, it is also positively charged. Third, if it is repelled by negatively charged object, it is also negatively charged. So, we can say that repulsion is the sure test of electrification. Now, methods of charging. An uncharged object can be charged by the following three methods. First, friction. When a plastic comb is rubbed with dry hair, it acquires charge and attracts small pieces of paper. The comb acquires this charge due to rubbing, that is, by friction. Second method is charging by conduction. When an uncharged object is touched with a positively or negatively charged object, the uncharged object also acquires the same charge as is possessed by the charged object. This process is called charging by conduction. Next is charging by induction. The process of charging an object by keeping it near a charged object but not touching it is called charging by induction. Now, transfer of charge. To understand the concept of transfer of charge, you need to know about gold leaf electroscope. Children, it is an electroscope which is used for detecting electrical charge and its nature on the object. And this was the first electrical charge detecting instrument. First electroscope was invented by British physician William Gilbert. Now, lightning and thunder. The passage of electric current in air due to movement of electric particles is called electric discharge. A rapid flow of electric charges through the air between two oppositively charged clouds seen as an intense spark of electricity in the sky is called lightning. Now, thunder. The loud sound produced during lightning is called thunder. Children, there are few harmful effects of lightning also. As a lightning strike generates a huge amount of electric charge, the lightning bolt has a temperature of about 30,000 degrees Celsius. So it can cause the following effects, like it can cause fire and shatter buildings. Second, it can burn trees and also cause forest fires. Third, it injures or sometimes even kills animals and human beings instantly. Now, a lightning conductor. A lightning conductor is a device which is fixed on the top of tall buildings to protect them from damage due to lightning. It consists of a long lightning rod of iron or copper with a number of sharp spikes at the top end. This rod runs from the top to the bottom along the outer wall of the tall building to be protected. The lower end of the rod is connected to a metallic plate, which is usually made up of copper, which is buried deep into the earth to provide a good earth connection. When lightning strikes, the lightning conductor provides an easy path for the charge to pass through to the earth and thus protects the building. In the absence of such lightning conductor, the current from the lightning will pass through the building, thereby causing a lot of damage to life and property. So, in order to prevent ourselves, we should take some safety measures to be taken during lightning. Like when you hear thunder after the lightning, rush to a safer place. Second, do not lie flat on the ground. Third, do not take shelter under a tree. Next, stay away from all types of water bodies as water is a good conductor of electricity. If you are in a forest, take shelter under shorter trees. Do not take baths or showers during storms. So, in short, we can take these safety measures to protect ourselves from lightning. Now, another topic we have is earthquake. An earthquake is a sudden shaking of the earth's crust which lasts for a very short time. There are some important terms related to earthquake like seismic focus, focal length, epicenter, seismic waves, seismograph. Epicenter is the point on the surface of the earth directly above the focus of an earthquake, and seismograph is an instrument which detects and records the intensity of seismic waves generated by an earthquake. So, I hope this much should be very clear to all of you and it helps you a lot in the better understanding of the chapter. So, all the best for your exams. Good luck. Thank you.